Some big storylines rolling into Unadilla. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So Unadilla, welcome to the merry-go-round. Today we're going to examine the good, the bad, and maybe even a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly, only rainbows and sunshine.
No, somebody's got to unpackage this stuff. Let's do a little whistleblowing. First up to bat, Kickstart Kenny and Cooper Webb are back after a long break. Speaking of break, we just had a pretty long break. Luckily, we had some Lorettas in there to follow. I watched a little bit, and, it was fine, but I'm so excited to get back to racing and back to Unadilla, which we've had rain. It looks like it could be a mudder. It could be interesting to say the least, but the number one thing I'm looking forward to, I want to see how Kickstart Kenny and Cooper Webb look as they get back on the bike. I don't expect them, especially if it's a mudder. I just don't know what to expect out of these guys. But one of the things I really was interested in is who would have the better race, Kickstart or Cooper Webb. So we asked it on the community page of the YouTube channel. If you're new, get subscribed, jump over and participate in the polling, leave a comment. You never know when your comment might make the show. Just bring some tear-offs. The roost tends to fly in the comment section. But we asked it, who's going to have the better finish, Kickstart Kenny or Cooper Webb? And there's some other stories, like we got Colt Nichols. Basically now he's going to be debuting the Twisted T Suzuki, not the progressive Suzuki that Kenny gets to ride, the Twisted T. And who got ousted? Shane McElrath gets ousted, fired. And the Chiz actually keeps his job, and McElrath, I think the McElrath actually looked a little better than Chiz, so I'm not really sure why they ousted him other than the fact that the Chiz has been there longer. Maybe he's just the elderly statesman. Maybe they just figure he's a better fit for the team. But in terms of finishes, I want to say I've seen McElrath up front way more than the Chiz. Now, I know they typically finished around the same place, but McElrath used to seem to have a little more than the Chiz early on in these motos. So he's been relegated now to pure privateer equipment, which not to say Twisted T Suzuki is much above privateer equipment, but they are definitely elite privateer equipment. Mad Part Suzuki with Freddie Noren is now, and McElrath are teamed up. I guess that's going to be their strongest rider lineup that they've had. So good job with Mad Parts Kawasaki. I really want to see McElrath do well there. I really do. I would just love nothing more and anytime somebody gets fired, I'd love nothing more than to see them come back swinging. And McElrath, he was a pretty highly anticipated guy coming in. It has not worked out for him at all. And just like Colt Nichols now stepping on the McElrath's bike. This is another opportunity to see if it's going to actually help him. I would imagine it's got to help him a little bit. I mean, the beta is just the unproven bike, and so it's going to be really interesting to see what goes on there. So I'm excited to see what happens with Colt Nichols. I'm excited to see what happens with Shane McElrath. I'm excited to see what happens to Cooper Webb. I'm excited to see what happens with Kickstart Kenny. I mean, there's a lot, and I'm sure I'm missing some stuff. It'll probably come to me. But while we wait for it potentially to come to me, let's go ahead and jump over to some polling where we asked who has the better finish, Kickstart or Cooper Webb. They're both like champions. I mean, should be a tight one, but you'll be surprised. Let's jump over, reveal some of that polling, and read some of your comments. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. Hey, race fans, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, who has the better first race back at Unadilla this weekend? 80% of you said Kickstart Kenny, while 20% of you said, nope, Cooper Webb. After 908 votes, let's go ahead and jump in to some of the comments and see what you guys are saying there. First up, out of the starting gate with some whiskey throttle, Dog Lover comes in with Kenny. He's always showed up and puts in good results at races like this. Webb, not so much of an outdoor guy. But who knows? Can't wait to watch some good racing this weekend. Me too, my brother. Me too. It should be a barn burner for sure. Let's see who's up next. Tom Carey goes flying by and says, Kenny is great at DILLA. And there it is there. You're right. Kenny's got a better track record, I believe, at Unadilla. Could that give him the edge this weekend? Quite possibly. We'll just have to wait and see. Nice pick, though, brother. Nice pick. Let's see who's up next. IZETC pulls a tear off, goes flying into gravity cavity, and comes in with, I voted Webb, although I hope both have a good race. We all do, brother. We all do. Very diplomatic. Let's see who's up next. Next up, Johnny Jarrett throws on a pair of roll-offs onto that open-face helmet of his and says, who's a better mudder? And that's your answer. Boom! And there it is there, giving it to us and giving it to us straight. Who does better in the mud? I don't know. Kickstart or Cooper? What do you guys think? Let's see who's up next. Rob, 8331, pulls a tear off, clicks gears, and goes flying by with, Kenny took the DILLA in 2019. Boom, and there it is there. Kenny did, in fact, take the DILLA in 2019. But we're in 2024. Can he do it again? We'll have to wait and see. Nice answer, though, brother. Nice answer. Eric Phillips comes in with the mean block pass and says, Kenny's going to smoke Coop, even with one kickstart mid-moto. Boom, and there it is there. He's saying Kenny boy, even if he stalls it, has to kickstart that old school RMZ, is still going to take Cooper Webb down. Boom, there it is, laying it on and laying it on thick. Thanks, my brother. Last but not least, Team Flannel Outdoors comes in with, Kickstart made our dudes look like sea riders in the mud at Red Bud Motocross the Nations in 18. Boom, and there it is there. That Kenny boy can ride some mud. He's proven it before. He's actually possibly going to do it again. Clearly, he's getting the nod against Cooper Webb. Coop, you better suit up and show up, brother, because it looks like Kickstart Kenny might have your number now. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and jump back to the studio. Wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. And there you go. Majority of you giving the nod to Kickstart Kenny. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, we saw what happened in Supercross a couple of years ago when Cooper Webb won the championship. He owned Kickstart Kenny. He owned him. It was like this mental block. It was like El Hombre owned Cole Seeley for a while. The same thing happened with Cooper Webb and Kickstart Kenny. Now, this is the outdoors, and how much are they really invested into this? It's really to just get their legs back under them and prepare for Super Duper. That is all this really is. In fact, Kickstart Kenny, the whole 250 at the final round. We still got to see if that actually plays out, if he actually pulls it off, and if he actually finishes both motos. But this is nothing more than just an attempt to basically melt the internet on social media again. That is all this is for. There's really no other reason. Why would you even do that? Why would you risk anything on a 250 to go out and get smoked by these guys, other than the fact that you can say, I'm just doing it for fun, and if you're getting smoked, maybe just pull off the track. I don't know, but this is purely publicity stunt. But this is a good one right here. We got to see Cooper Webb, Kickstart Kenny, who has the better finish. The majority of you, like I said, are saying Kickstart Kenny has the better finish. And I would say, if I was a betting man, that I would probably have to put some money on Kickstart. But I expected it to be a little closer than this. And final thoughts. I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. Wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, shark infested. Kickstart, Cooper Webb, Colt Nichols, Shane McElrath. Welcome to the swimming pool. A big weekend at New York's Unadilla Raceway. This is going to be a good one. We got to see what the weather's going to throw at this thing. There's going to be a lot of potential drama to play out. And that's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, or simply reach out to Walty Wanders MX on Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.